Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Blue Knight Sports Report, where today's focus is women's basketball. And today we have a very special guest with us, our 6'2" freshman, number 44, Andrea Vogel, from Bluffton, Indiana, and Norwell High School. Andrea, welcome.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
Andrea, you've had a very successful freshman year this year, and tell me a little bit how your freshman year has gone so far, and how has the transition gone from Norwell High School to Urbana University? I know it's quite a big leap.
It was quite a big leap, leaving home, leaving my family, but it was a lot easier because Bluffton's a pretty small town, and coming to Urbana wasn't too much of a change. It was also nice because the girls I played with back home were great and fun, and it's exactly how the team is now, so it's a pretty smooth transition.
And you had a remarkable 4.0 GPA in the fall term. Congratulations on that. To all the people watching out there, what do you feel attributed to your excellence in the classroom, and what advice would you give to others?
I would just say a lot of time management. You just have to learn what's important and what you're willing to sacrifice in order to get good grades. I don't know.
How do you feel like you enjoy your contribution to the women's basketball team and your time here at Urbana University, and how would you describe your team and your teammates right now?
I love playing basketball here. I absolutely love the girls on the team. We just have such a blast when we're together. On the court, we're not afraid to tell each other what's going on, what's wrong, or anything. But then we can just go right off the court and have a great time together. So it's so much fun. I'm loving every second of it.
Great. Andrea Vogel, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the Blue Knight Sports Report, where our focus today is on women's basketball, and our special, very special guest today is our head women's basketball coach, Rob Phillips. Rob, welcome.
Thank you.
Rob, you're somewhat of an icon here at Urbana University. You've been here a lot of years, and you've held a lot of records here in your long history here at Urbana University. In regards to the 2009-2010 season this year, can you summarize where our team is up to this point?
Well, I personally, Doug, this has been a very enjoyable season for me. Right from the beginning, this was a group of student athletes that really had great chemistry. You could tell it as soon as we started working out, and it's really continued through the season. So that's been something that has stood out for me. As far as the season itself is concerned, I like where we are right now. We won, I think we're 11-3 since Thanksgiving, so they're playing well. But just I think in everything that you want in a basketball program. I mean, they've been in the community. They're about a 3.5 grade point average as a team. And there's great chemistry. Look forward to seeing them every day. So I think the program is strong as it's ever been, and I'm personally really enjoying this group.
Coach, you mentioned 11-3 since Thanksgiving. What do you attribute to that magical turnaround since the latter part of November to now to help create that 11-3 record since then?
Well, I think primarily, we always, Doug, we try to play as tough a schedule as we can play in November, because I think it's important early on. You need your weaknesses to be exposed. I don't think it does you any good to play teams in November that aren't really going to challenge you, and then you find out in December and January that you've got some real weaknesses that you haven't addressed. So I think those first 5 games did that for us. I mean, the team played hard, but it also demonstrated to us that we had some weaknesses, and I don't think I had the team in the right system. It really didn't fit them, as we found out, and so we made some adjustments to that, and we started winning some games. Confidence continued to grow, and so I just think it was a combination of things. But you have to find out about yourself in November, and then you got to be willing to make the necessary adjustments, and I think we did that, and they're doing very well now.
And as the season begins to wind down towards the last month now, currently, what do you feel like our goals are going to be in conclusion to the season?
We had our primary goals for this year. The first goal we always said is we want the players to, at the end of the season, say this was the best time I ever had playing basketball. And whether we'll accomplish that or not, we'll ask them at the end of the season. But outside of that, Our goal was to win 14 games, first goal, that's a winning season. After that, we wanted to get to at least to 17 games, which is raising the bar a little bit from last year. And then finally was to win the National Independent Tournament at the end. So all of those goals are in front of us. We have 11 wins right now with 8 games left. So I feel like we can still accomplish all of those things, but it's not going to be easy. Our schedule is composed of great parity from here on out, so that, on a nightly basis, I think we can beat anyone. I think anyone is capable of beating us. So if we're going to accomplish those things, they're going to deserve them. They're going to earn them.
And Coach, you've acquired just an outstanding core group of student athletes in your program, and a lot of that is testimonial to you and your recruiting efforts. And what sticks out in your mind as to the great attributes of the female student athletes in your program?
Like I mentioned earlier, the team chemistry has just been amazing, and I think we talked to them very early on, probably in our very first meeting, about what it meant to be a good teammate, and what a wonderful word that is, teammate. And we really talked about it, and I could not give you one example of a player in all of our program right now that you would look at and say, she's really not a good teammate. So I think they've been good to each other. They care for each other. They support each other. There's been very little ego on this team. We don't even talk about team stats. I don't even know if our players would know how many points per game they're averaging. It's been about the team, and this has been one of those. I think you always try to accomplish that, but from day one, this group has been able to do that. So just outstanding folks, great chemistry, and they really have had a lot of fun, and I know the coaching staff has had a lot of fun coaching them.
Rob Phillips, ladies and gentlemen, our head women's basketball coach, and please check on to www.urbana.edu to view our remaining schedule for the rest of the year. There's some great games, great competition coming up in the near future. Hope to see you out at one of our games soon. Thank you.